I'm good. No, I'm good, thanks. All right, we ready? Oh, he's waiting on him. Yeah, okay. Glad to, boy, it's loud in here, Jess, today.
We've been having lots of audio issues.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep it back a little bit. Glad to get the win. Another 3-0 sweep. Can't complain about that, especially against the number 2 team in the division. Very different match than the one last night. Last night, I thought we had a lot of missed assignments, defensively. Today, I thought we were much more sound in terms of the scouting report, but we just had a lot of missed plays that were right in front of us that we usually make and just weren't making consistently today. But overall, really proud. Another 3-0 sweep weekend, and so we're glad to move forward from here. So, questions?
Coach, this is your 11th straight sweep for your team. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm very proud. I take a lot of pride in it because one of the things that I preach to our kids every single day is consistency. One of the things that I tell them at the beginning of the conference season is, and I've said this, everybody's heard me say this so many times, I think it is so much more difficult to win a regular season conference championship than it is to win a tournament. Because you got to be good for 3 days to win a tournament. You got to be good for 2 months, 2.5 months to win a regular season championship. And there's lots of things that go on in that 2.5 months. And so over the course of that time, your kids aren't their best every single day. They have tests, they have boyfriend problems, they're sick, the coach is on them, you name it. And for them to come in and be locked in at a level that we haven't even dropped a set is something that I'm really, really proud of.
Now, it was a little closer than usual in the second set. How do you keep your team composed throughout that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's how do they keep me composed during that? They're because it's frustrating. The way it was going down was a very frustrating thing because they really weren't doing anything we didn't know was getting ready to happen. But the one thing I can say is you've seen time and time again, our team never quits. Our team never gets, down, and, we will always fight back. I just don't particularly like to have to fight back, because if we would do the right things in the first place, we won't be in that position. But having been in those situations, I'm never surprised that our team is going to continue to fight and believe that they're going to come back and win sets because they've done it time and time again.
Now, another thing that I saw is you guys had a bunch of aces today. Is that something that you've been working on?
Well, it's funny you say that because at the end of 2 sets, we only had 2, which is not very many aces. And so I actually grabbed everybody in that 3rd set early on and said, hey, look, we've got to pick the serving pressure back up. And we had 6 aces in the last set alone. And you see the impact that it had. I mean, a 25-22 second set turned into a 25-14 runaway 3rd set, and it was strictly with the pressure that we put on. And so, that's a lesson hopefully that we can take forward.
Coach, before we even played last night, you said that blocking was going to be really important. Mm-hmm. And we outblocked middle 23-2 all weekend. Mm-hmm. What can you say about our blocking effort?
Yeah, I mean, we blocked, 11 balls last night in 3 sets, and we had 4 blocks a game today. And, and the thing is, I think our players would tell you we left a bunch more out there. And if that's who we are, if we are which we've been a good blocking team all year long. We're in the top of the league, blocking wise, and I like to think we're one of the better serving teams in the league, and so those things make us really difficult to beat, and that's the ultimate thing because offensively. You see we hit over 400 twice. And remarkably, we had 5 hitting errors in an entire match last night. And then we come in here today and we have 5 hitting errors in an entire match today. And those are remarkable numbers. And so if we can defend, at that level, because 12 blocks is 12 hitting errors right off the top for the other team. And so, it's good to see we can be physical when we're in the right spots. And today we were.
And then Laura Matthews goes for our 2nd ever kills, blocks, double-double in program history. She also owns the first one. What can you say about her performance?
And don't forget about her 1 dig she had. She had 1 dig in the match as well. But 10 blocks is nutty. 10 blocks happens rarely in the game of volleyball in a 5-game set. and she did it in a quick 3-game set. And then the things she's doing offensively right now are they're just unheard of. The stretch she's in over this last month of what she's doing, and only Lauren and I understand this fully, but we both know that she can still be better. I know that sounds nutty, but there's things that we see every time we sit down and watch film together. But that is also precisely why Lauren is good, because when she plays well, she's not comfortable there. She continues to look for ways to get better, and that's the whole mentality that I want our team to have. I want our team to constantly strive to be better, even though we're having success. And that's what I don't know that they understand all the time. I think sometimes they wish I would, kind of give it the, come on now, we're, 18-1 or whatever it is, and I'm constantly pushing them to be better in the face of success. And that's what Lauren does on an individual basis. She constantly pushes to be better in the face of success. And so it's just a remarkable stretch. I hate to ever talk about her without talking about Nadia, because Nadia Judnay just continues to do just a remarkable job for us, running our offense. We were pretty up and down passing the ball today, and yet we still hit 458 as a team, and that's not supposed to happen. Just really, really proud of the tandem of those two, and certainly proud of Lauren.
And last question, our defense held middle to a 100 hitting percentage last night and a 142 today, well below both their averages. What can you say about our defensive efforts?
Well, spotty, up and down, I think. At times we defended really well, but then both last night and today, we had times where we defended really well. We had times where we had stretches where we didn't, and we would look up and they'd be hitting 250, 300, and you would look up and the scoreboard would reflect that. And so hopefully what this team learns from this weekend is we truly go as we defend. When we defend, we usually have a lot of breathing room because we're so talented offensively. And when we don't defend, even though we're hitting 400, we're still going to be in a dogfight every night. And hopefully that's the lesson we take out of this weekend.
All right. All good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.